Hi everyone, this is Jane here, just showing you a little bit more about what I'm doing with my Halloween journal. So this is what I'm using to make the cover. So normally I would have, this is the outside because the folds are already kind of there. So I'd have this as the outside and this is the inside. But you can do it the other way around if you want to. So if you're going to use some material that was kind of quite thin, then you could definitely swap that around. It doesn't really matter because what I'm going to cover it with is actually quite thick. So I'm going to use it this way round for now. Now what I would normally do is I would have on the inside some material. So I would put it on, I would do it on this way round. Have it that way round, and then I would put paper over this side. So I'm going to do it the other way round this time. I'm going to have the material on the inside. No, yeah, oh, I can't remember. I'm going to have the material on the outside. Yes, that's right. I'm going to have the material on the outside. It would normally be on the inside. So on the outside cover, I will have the material and that will be covered by lace. And then on the inside, we'll have some papers. So I'm trying to decide at the moment. This is going to be our outside. I have to try and remember. Sorry if I repeat myself. I'm trying to remind myself. Because I'm used to doing it the other way around. So I'm trying to decide whether to have the pattern show him or whether to just have it black. So this is the outside. The reason I'm thinking about that is because what I'm actually covering the whole thing with is black lace. So the black lace would kind of cover it over, but I actually think it's quite nice having the pattern show him. So maybe I will put it pattern side up rather than just the plain side. Oh, the choices, the choices. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off a little bit more. I'll just put it this way out for a little while. I'm just going to trim this off a little bit more. Okay, so they don't have loads of material hanging around on the edges. So let's just make it a bit neater and not so much overhang. That's that. I know a lot of people tear, but I've tried to tear this material already today and it didn't work very well, so learned a lesson. Okay, so this is going to be our outside and this is what we're going to cover it with. Okay, stick it down. Let's stick it down. So I'm just using Fabri-Tac. Fabrifix is the same thing, I think. So I'm just gonna put down glue all the way along there, all the way along here, all the way along here, all the way along here. And then I need to get myself a new bottle so it all comes out a bit easier. All over there. Okay, so that's got glue all over it. And what I tend to do is I'll smoosh it down with my finger. so that we've got some glue all over it. You could do that with like a glue stick as well, I think, but because we're sticking fabric and I want it to adhere really well because it's going to be for the cover, I'm going to kind of just lay it down. Lay it down, lay it down. Cool. Okay. So that is now down. Let's just tidy that up a tiny little bit there. It's a bit neater. Now, I'm just going to stick down onto this side. This goes along the top. If you get messy glue everywhere, like I just did, it's fine. Just rub it off with your finger. It comes into little balls and you can just rub it off. So this we're going to stick down. This is our inside. Okay, like that. And we can go back and stick this down later on. We don't have to panic about doing that right now. So what I tend to do with the corners to make it easier to fold is to just trim them off a little bit there. Don't go right up because otherwise you'll be left with a little bit of blank stuff with the cardboard shown through. So, and then we want to stick that down there. Smoosh it a little bit. And put that over there, ready for that side. And then you can just push this over like that. So that should give you quite a smooth corner. Fingers crossed. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes not so much. But you can always trim them up or cover them up with something else. This is not a disaster. I've got some down this side. I'll smoosh that. Down there. Okay, so then we're going to just push this one over. That's smooshed down nicely. So same process on this. Just cut away a little bit of it so that it's not too bulky. And a little bit here. So it's not too bulky. And then last edge. Let's put your glue all along here. See, sometimes it comes out a little bit globby, but you can just smoosh it down. It's not a problem. It's not a problem. Okay. If you get it all over your fingers, rub it really hard and it comes off in little balls. So you have to be careful not to end up with glue balls all over the place though. So that's the edge of that. So that's all smooshed down. And then we'll put papers here, papers here. We'll do something with the spine. I'm not quite sure what, but we'll do something down there. And then we've got this as our outside. And what we will be doing, once I've done all the, putting the signatures in and the signatures are all through, I'll be covering it all in lace. So I think that will look quite cool. I think that will look pretty good. Pretty good. So yeah, pleased with that. So that's our cover started. I'll work out what I'm going to do here for the spine because I need to reinforce it with some tape and then I'll need to cover that with something else so it doesn't look too tapey because the tape I have is white. So we'll have to cover that with something. This has just come a little bit loose. Just stick it down hold it there. Let's just glue there. Okay, so all good so far. That's the start of our cover. Thanks very much for watching.